Hey, there we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the live event. Sorry, I'm making sure all this is actually in frame. I don't think it is yet, but we'll get there. And there we go. Skipping the ad here real quick, and then I'll get back to chat. Awesome, good deal. Oh, okay, we did okay. We did all right this time. Just need to scoot a couple of things over, I guess. There's one thing that's out of frame, but that's okay. That actually works out. Yeah, so weird time for a live stream tonight. I realized what we were doing tomorrow and what we had to do tonight. There was just no way it wasn't going to get done. There was no way to do it at the normal time. So my wife won't. I'm not going to read the rest of that, Greg. Sorry about that. Hope it works out for you. Yes. So we have 3 more knives to give away. The last 3. I can't remember exactly what's in there. I know for sure the final Ultra Premium is one of the 3, and it just happened to work out that. And there's no way for me to have set it up this way, because I mean the winner's always got to pick, right? My favorite of the bunch is still in there. It is, in my opinion, the coolest premium version. It's still in there. And then we have the other 2 are either budget versions, or we have 1 budget and 1 mid-range, or 2 mid-range. I honestly can't remember. But we've got some awesome stuff to give away tonight. And then, after that, I'll have, I think I'll do a set of 9. We'll do 9 more knives. A mix of budget, mid-range, and high-end, since you guys seem to like this, so. Hello from Greece. What's up? You want a pyrite with a hole. All 3 of these have holes. So if you win, that's what you're getting. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes, Shay. I appreciate that. Not my birthday, but I'll take it. Year-round, I've accepted it. My birthday is every day. Treat every day like my birthday. I have the OG pyrite with no hole, and it's still awesome. Me too. I have 1 in titanium and 1 in steel. How does this work? How to enter. Step 1. Fortunately, there's only 1 step. There's a link in the description. You just open it and click on it, and it's a video. It's like 2.5 minutes of all of the details and instructions. You literally, I still want you to listen to the video. You don't have to pay anything to enter. You don't have to do anything. It's a free giveaway, but there are rules. So you just watch the video, leave a comment under the video, and then come back. That's all you gotta do. It is the bronze corgi. Got the package. Thanks for the stickers, bro. Hey, awesome. No problem, Andy. Top left is the Artisan Cutlery Accelerator in S90V. This is a big $200 S90V in titanium knife with frag texturing. I think this is one of Artisan Cutlery's best knives. This knife works. It's so good, and I mean for $200 S90V, and this thing is awesome. God, this music slaps, man. Ah, it's my new workout playlist. People who wrote old 8-bit Nintendo music were musical ninjas, man. Oh, listen to that melody. That's so good. How sharp a knife? With, use brick? No, I'm kidding. Use a KME. That's what I use. It's next to the Zephyr. That is the Quechua. Well, actually, it's hard to say. I don't know I don't know if it's Forever Steel or Quechua. It's because it's marked Quechua, but you know how that is. There's 4 names attached to it. It's the, excuse me, KT Griffin button lock, and it is a weird one. But, hey, we need more weird. Music kind of fits with it, right? This looks like it was almost like future 80s, right? Pretty cool. It is the Corgi on the bottom. Yeah. This is a cool knife. I like this one a lot. They did Nitro V. It's really butt heavy because of the copper, I think is what they're using here. But they have regular versions of it too. I like these knives where the blade entirely disappears into the handle when it's closed. Look at that. That's real nice. What is this? Is this Ninja Turtles? Hold on. Yeah, that's OG Ninja Turtles. Man, I'll never forget that game. That game really pissed me off. Oh, did you notice that, Greg? Did you notice that I have the Vision FG? God. Yeah, so Civivi nailed this one, guys. This is the knife to get, man. I mean, for people who don't like to buy premium knives, this is or don't want to fork over the money for like a crazy expensive. This is a dream come true. This is like, dude, this is one of the most impressive things out there for the money right now, and I don't think it's quite gonna land in budget territory. I don't even care. This is so good. I cannot stress enough how unbelievably good this is, and we don't have the weird hang off the butt clip. This is a fully ambidextrous super lock, fidgety, great ergos, easy deployment, great steel. We got great materials, great look. We got ambi clip mounting positions. My God, what a masterpiece! What a masterpiece! Snex and Civivi killed it. I don't even think I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to be showing you guys this. I don't know the rules. Like certain things I'm not supposed to like do videos on until they don't want me to talk about it until the release date, but on this channel I kind of just do what I want. Like I can understand like not dumping a video until a certain date, but on a live stream, this is my domain. This is my house. I'll show what I want. Nah, it's not going to be 94. Check the coming soon price on Blade HQ. It is a cybernetic, and that's another one let me tell you something, guys. Up until I handled the cybernetic, this was my favorite knife from WE, and this is still one of the most impressive things they have ever built. Now, brace yourselves. We did something on the premium end that also blew me away in a way that I never ever expected. This effing thing, it literally doesn't even feel like it was manufactured by WE Knives. It feels like it was manufactured by, I don't know, like Shirogorov. I mean, it really. This thing is utterly insane. I don't know how to describe it, guys. This does not feel like a knife that was manufactured by WE. This feels like, I don't know. It's like they dumped everything. They put all skill points into quality. The insanity of this knife. The cybernetic is off the charts. I think this is probably the nicest. Look at this action. This is the nicest WE knife that I have ever seen. The finish on it is beautiful. The action is beautiful. It's such a beautiful knife. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I did not know WE was capable of that level of quality. Cybernetic. WE Cybernetic. It's going to be expensive, but holy crap, let me tell you. If you were ever going to pay, I think that's going to be a $300 and something knife. If you're ever going to pay $300 for a WE knife, that's the one. What did I say? Did I say something about Nintendo? Absolutely gorgeous knife. It's a beautiful design. I thought for sure that had to be it. It has a very like Russian knife maker aesthetic to it. I mean, am I wrong? That's when I unboxed it. It looks like Shirogorov could have made this thing. I mean, I don't know what else to compare it to. It's the same size as your, it's kind of like alternate universe quantum. Tell us about the knife you're developing. I can give you a detail about it that's occurring right now, and it'll create some intrigue. So I told you that we were dealing with multiple roadblocks, which is expected. I mean, we're trying to do something crazy here. We are currently checking on a patent. That's all I'm gonna say. In order to proceed, we need to make sure that there is not a patent on what we're trying to do. So we're trying to do something. It's not what you'd expect. Not a compression lock. It's not something you'd expect. If this works out, it'll be pretty cool. But we have to make sure. And if it doesn't, then we've got another route we can take. So we've got a lot of ideas. It's gonna be a long road, guys. Now, anybody can make a button lock. Zachary, you big goofball. Spaghetti lock. Christopher Cost nailed it. Spaghetti lock. Is Zach stuff in here? I haven't heard from Zach for a long time. Hold on. Oh yeah, he is in here. Happy Friday. Hey, what's up? Make sure you guys subscribe to Zach's stuff. Hold on, I want to see real quick. Sorry, one sec. I want to take a look at Zach's channel. Give me a sec. Woo! Zach's at 13,000 subscribers. That's awesome, dude. Good for you. That's great. Very cool. Subscribe to Zach's stuff. So I'm now on my first Benchmade. Such a great channel. It is. Fantastic channel. Awesome guy. And there's Stasa23. Speaking of awesome channels, Stasa has also blown up here lately. Let's see. I just looked at Stasa's channel the other day and was like, holy crap. Yeah, Stasa's at 60,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Way to go. It's not easy. It's not easy to gain subscribers. I mean, even with YouTube Shorts, it's a real weird game of chess with the algorithm, So those are no small feats. Hello. It started very early because we have 2 separate events this weekend. This is the slowest time of the year for me. Now that all of the summer sports have ended, and this is a lull, and it's really like my vacation. This is like my summer vacation because my kids are in the fewest events that they will be in for the whole year. So this is the easiest time for me to do live streams. But this weekend ended up being a weekend where, I just had more stuff going on, so I had to do it right now. Can't wait to see your collab knife with Cutco. Thanks for that donation, Edward. Keep spreading the kindness in the community. Thanks, Zach. Will do. I've been thinking about this, and there really needs to be a sort of a YouTuber community event. The last time that I did something like that, it was a big coordinated event with Knife Nuts Podcast. It was like a Friendsgiving where they had a whole bunch of knife YouTube people on at the same time, and I was like, what a great idea. We really should do that again. That would be really fun. So maybe I'll talk to Levon about doing that, or whoever. I think it would be a good idea. MC, you missed my, sorry, Stacy, you missed my 40-month membership anniversary last week. Do something kind for someone. Do something kind for someone. All right. I'm sorry, Stacy. I'm glad to have you here. Probably one of the longest running members on my channel. Stacy's been around for a very long time. Zach gifted 5 MC memberships. Thank you very much, Zach. Congrats to the people who won. This music's getting a little bit crazy. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Can you review the new Spyderco Military 2? I absolutely will. I promise I will. If I can't get it, I'll buy it. I will buy that knife with the funds generated by this channel. I'm thinking about buying a Glykon. Oh, hey, let me show you guys this freaking crazy thing. You guys are going to see me unbox this tomorrow. Woo! What the heck is this? Whoops. Bam! Folding mini scythe by Katsu. What do they call this? A kama? Some sort of ninja weapon. Yeah, it's like a kama that operates on an axis lock. So that's crazy. Yeah, this is freaking nuts. But really fun and really ridiculous. I'm glad that Katsu's doing some weird stuff. Hardly qualifies as a knife, but it is neat and super dangerous. Man, I mean, it's really hard to talk about this thing as a tool because it's hardly a tool. I mean, can you harvest crops with it? Probably. I don't know that that's really the idea there, but it sure is weird. The injection molded MSIs. No, I didn't. I still need to get an MSI. I got the MSI and the Stitch are both on my list. Should give it an axe blade. They have one of those. In fact, mine is with Advanced Knife Bro. I can't remember if I told him. I told him I wanted him to do a video on where he absolutely just beat the crap out of it, and I said if you break it, then fine. But he still has it. Have you seen the Katsu with ZDP 189? Yeah, and I told him I wanted to check it out, but I mean, they have a hard time keeping that one in stock. Katsu's an interesting company. I wasn't sure what to think about them at first, but I think they are really trying to, like, do different things. So I'm hoping to see more from them. What's the last knife? The last knife on which direct? Bottom right, top left, bottom left? What do you want to look at? I am playing Season 1. I got to level 25 today and finished Chapter 2. I really want those cosmetics. So I looked into... I went to the final... For those of you playing Diablo 2, I do like that all the things you can get, like anything you have to pay for is just cosmetic. That's fine. The Season 1 is a little rocky, but it's kind of interesting. The game has a lot of funding. We're in for a lot of seasons. I have full confidence that they'll evolve it into what it needs to be. It's a little underwhelming right now. I found it really funny that if you just want to skip the season and buy all the cosmetics, it costs $100. You got to buy $100 worth of, I don't know what it is, platinum or silver. I was like, oh my God. But the cosmetics are some of the coolest items, or some of the coolest looking things I've ever seen in the game. I just want to be like, hey, Blizzard, it'd be really cool if you would allow drops in the game to have particle effects. That would be cool, because the weapons are certainly missing particle effects, and the armor is definitely missing particle effects. But you have these particle effects on the cosmetic items that you can buy from the stores. Like, it's cool if you want to make money that way, and it's all cosmetic and not stat boosting. I'm all for that. But for the love of God, give us some items that have some cool particle effects in the game. That drives me nuts. $100 for that. It's crazy. I'm gonna play the game and try and get all that stuff for free. I'm not gonna pay $100 for cosmetic items, or I'm not gonna pay any money for cosmetic items. But it's like, come on now, I also don't like being nerfed right before a season starts. That kind of blows. I have no incentive to play my barbarian on the standard realm, so. And I know it's supposed to be a grindy game. I'm glass half full. Look at Destiny. Look at Destiny. For everybody just like jumping on the poop train, because that's what we do with video games. We jump on the poop train, right? That's you don't want to be on the outside of everything. So I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here. Blizzard has an incredible funding. They're gonna do things that make us mad sometimes, definitely, but we're stupid to think that this game won't evolve. Look at Diablo 3. It evolved. It got awesome. People who gave up on it, they had no idea how awesome that game got. Destiny, not Blizzard, obviously, but Destiny 2, that was an absolute crap storm in the beginning, and it evolved into an absolutely unbelievable game. The funding is there. It will evolve. It might take some time, but I'm just going to let it play out. You know? It's fine. I can wait. I'll be patient.
You merely adopted the poop train. I was born in it.
We talk video games here, Ewan. Still prefer D3 over D4. Too much MMO aspect than 4. See, I like the MMO aspect, but I can understand why people would like D3. So I, like a lot of people, I started with Diablo 2. And I love Diablo 2. And Diablo 2 had its problems. But Diablo 2 was about the grind. You played it because you wanted to grind. That's what it was about. You really had to work for some of those hard items. I don't like that the Ultra Ubers are so unbelievably rare that only 1 in 100,000 people are ever going to see them. I think that's silly. Should they be rare? Absolutely. They should be incredibly rare. Should they be 1 in 100 or 1 in a million? No. I think you're actually more likely to win the lottery than pick one of those items up. That's crazy. There's no. They gotta get the influencers and the streamers, playing their game and spreading this up. If there's almost no chance for these people to, for anybody to pick these things up, or I mean, they need the online community to want to stream this game, to play this game, and if there's almost no chance of picking these things up, there's just like no interest in watching people grind endlessly through the same boring content. You need better drop rates for those Ubers. They should still be very rare, but there should be a way to target farm them. There should be a way to, like Diablo 2. I think the drop rates in Diablo 2 for some of the ultra rare stuff was perfect. It was extremely rare, but it was still obtainable. If you played the game long enough, it was obtainable. You could play through the game multiple lifetimes and not see these uber rares. That's just silly. Okay, we'll get back to knives. You'll be able to find the corgi. Sometimes you're going to see stuff on my channel that's not available anywhere, and it's just, that's people get mad about that. But companies definitely use me for promotion. So sometimes they don't want me to show things at a certain time, but they don't control what I do. Aaron R., thanks for your donation. Appreciate that. Guild Wars 2 is trash. The OG Guild Wars is the best thing ever. See, I always hear the opposite. I always hear Guild Wars 2 was awesome, but I wouldn't know. I never played it. What's the 8-bit sounds? These are classic NES games. Just like it's just random music from classic NES games. When did I start playing WoW? I started playing WoW 2 years into college. I started during Burning Crusade and played through Cataclysm. And I'm currently playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic, but I took a break. I got about halfway into my Ulduar gear and took a break to play Diablo 4, and I'll return to it. I'm also waiting for the Elden Ring, DLC. I'm gonna play that. And you know, like many of you, I'm you know, can't wait for 5 to 6 years from now when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. That'll be really cool. So some of you are gonna subscribe to me for this, but I've never played Baldur's Gate. It looks cool. There's a lot of hype surrounding the new game. I don't know anything about it. I just know that Baldur's Gate 2 was like the biggest thing ever. Emmett Williams, welcome to the Knights Around. Welcome back to the Knights Around. Raise your swords and enjoy the Excalibur emojis and badges, Emmett. Still 500, still almost 600 of you watching at a weird time on a Friday evening. I appreciate that. I feel like the Nintendo music is the most agreeable. Like, this is... I play a lot of weird stuff during last year. We played some tavern music. We played some classical music. We played dungeon synth. And we've done the Nintendo stuff. And you guys seem to all like the Nintendo stuff, which speaks largely to my estimated demographic. I would venture to guess the vast majority of you are between 25 and 45 years old. And I say venture to guess because I look at my analytics and it tells me that. It's like 81% of you are between 24 and 52 or something like that. Or no, it's like it's younger. It's like 25 to 45, I guess. Yeah. We got some younger people in here. That's great. I'm always happy to hear that like younger people are taking the time to watch my content. And, you know, we got some people who are, like, in this case, this guy said he's 67. That's awesome. If I was 67, I would find me intolerable. I always think it's funny when people try to people guess how old I am. Do you guys know how old I am? Stop telling me how old you are. I want to hear your guesses on how old I am. How old am I? Starting from... Oh, well, okay, a lot of you actually know. Okay, never mind. 98. A lot more of you knew than I thought. Okay, I'm 36. Dude, what is this song right now? Logi Man! Oh! I used to play the crap out of this game, man. This track slaps. '69, yeah. Logi Man's kind of a weird, super frustrating game. It's super weird mechanics, but we used to play that all the time. We inherited a Nintendo, my first console ever. We used to for a while we didn't have any video games, and we always had to play at my cousin's house in Kansas City. And he had a Nintendo and a whole bunch of games, and he upgraded to a Sega Genesis and just gave us, my brother and I, he gave us his Nintendo. And 16 games. We had no idea what the heck was going on. Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, you've got Logi Man, Ice Hockey, Baseball, Skate or Die, Friday the 13th. Some other weird ones. I mean, like, there was a lot of stuff we just didn't play. There was, like, a racing game, and there was Gyro Man. I remember I was like, I ain't playing that. We had Duck Hunt. We had all that stuff. We had a couple of the guns. But my goodness, we had such a great starter pack, man, and I was just enthralled by this. Given the game music, what's your favorite game sword? Frostmourne. Frostmourne by a landslide. Frostmourne is the most legendary... I don't get... Excalibur who? Frostmourne. The most legendary sword of all time. Those of you who are knights, you actually have that emoji. Frostmourne is the coolest video game sword ever. Right, let's see. Right there. Frostmourne. I do like the NX. I think the DLC version is the coolest. It is stupidly overpriced, though. They charge you an extra 100 and something for black. But the Anax is awesome. Really good. This one, my first Anax did not come perfect. I couldn't get it centered. This one is perfect. Beautiful integral. Very cool. Love this knife. I actually forgot how much I love this knife because I haven't had it out in a while. Big fan of integrals. Excuse me. Top row with the round hole, that's the Spyderco Python. And it unfortunately still has lock stick. It is, weirdly enough, it is breaking, it's breaking in a little bit. It's not as bad as it was, so there's a little bit of hope there. But I also don't want to complain too much because somebody from the other stream told me that Tri-State EDC has a newer version where the lock stick is non-existent. So I still need to talk with him about that because I'm gonna re-review that knife, but I have to get it accurate. I think the Python is probably the most beautiful knife that Spyderco has ever done. But it's just, you know, for $650, that level of lock stick is pretty disappointing. You like that, Hinder? That's a full titanium XM24, which is a pretty rare bird. You won't see too many I mean, like you'll see people with aftermarket titanium scales, but this is a from the ranch Hinder scale XM24 knife center exclusive Harpoon Spanto, which is even more rare. This is a weird one. This was my dream Hinderer for a very, very long time. I hunted this configuration. Well, the tie scale. I never thought that they would ever do a Harpoon Spanto and the XM24 configuration, but they did. Knife Center did it. Don't be a target. What do you mean? I am a target. I'm a knife channel on YouTube with 313,000 subscribers. I'm a target. Already there. Lock stick is when you try to slide the lock out of the way and the lock gets stuck on the tang of the blade like this. See? Gets stuck. It shouldn't look like that. It should look like this. Easy. There should be no effort to move that other than just the pressure it takes to overcome the lock bar tension. You shouldn't have to overcome friction. Just the lock bar tension. Bottom right. Help me out with this. I keep forgetting the name because I mixed it up with the Zephyr. It was my previous favorite Wii knife. The Wii X. Is it the? Why do I want to call this the accelerator? What is this? Exciton. Exciton. Yeah. This is the accelerator. It is the new Civivi Vision. And yeah, I'm going to tell you guys right now, you're going to want to buy this. Try to be careful about that. This is an everybody knife. This is a joy. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing to steal that line from Nick Shabazz. Really great. Really great stuff there. Really happy with that one. Have you looked at the new Vosteed with the compression lock? Is there no patent on the compression lock? That's surprising to me. They have a compression lock knife. We do need it. Nick is really busy. I would like to collab with Nick again, but he's really busy, man. Like, he's had to cut back on content because of his job, and, you know, I get that. You got to have another plan outside of YouTube. I wish I could say the same. I don't, so I mean, you guys are stuck with me whether you like it or not, because this is my battle plan for right now. But, yeah, I would like to collab with him again. That would be really fun. The patent ran out on the compression lock. When? How recently? Because we're about to see an explosion. An explosion of knives utilizing the compression lock, if that's true. Yesterday? Oh! Nah, 2021? Somebody said yesterday. No, 2021. I'm surprised it's taking companies this long to utilize that thing. Nuh-uh. People saying 2021, some people saying this year. Which is it? That's 2 years. That's a 2-year gap. Hey, I appreciate that, James Russell, first patron. I appreciate that. Thank you. We have actually just today I posted the monthly giveaway, so if you want to get in on that, I mean you gotta pay to go there. I'll just promote my Patreon right now. On Patreon, if you ever wonder what I do, weekly exclusive content, once a month giveaways exclusive to patrons. It's also where I sell my knives, where I offer absolutely ridiculous discounts. That's just what I do there. Sometimes I cut the price in half. It's a lot of the stuff that I get for free. If I don't give it away, I sell it there, and then I use the money to turn around and buy other knives. But anyways, all of the tiers on my Patreon are exactly the same. It's up to you how much you want to pay, but I made one of the tiers as cheap as possible. It's literally $1 a month. So if you want to get in on that, there's a link in the description. The current giveaway is actually posted. I just posted it this afternoon. It is a mystery knife. It will be a premium knife, valued at least $200. So if you want to get in on that, you can check out my Patreon. Or if you don't want to, you can just keep watching my content and do the free ones once a week. It's just, you know, on Patreon the odds are a little better because I think there's like less than 600 people there, whereas when we do these live streams, there's like, you know, 1,400, 1,500 entries or something like that. I think the entries on Patreon usually cap out at about 200, so the odds are much better. But that's why I made it so cheap to join. You don't have any social media accounts except for the one you're using to leave that comment. Red Rebel Leader says I'm waiting for MC's knife to drop. It's gonna be a while. It'll be so long you might have forgotten about it. I expect to change it multiple times. I mean, we gotta run through. I've yet to handle the initial physical prototype, so. How long has he been streaming? Since about 520, 525. Happy Friday, MC, everyone. Patent expired February 2021. I feel like that was very specific, so I'm going to believe Will. He's talking about the patent on the expression lock. The expression lock? The compression lock. New idea for a lock. The expression lock. Somebody get on that. I don't, just whatever, right? However you interpret that, just let her fly. What do you think about the Kaiser Veritas? I haven't seen that one. You guys got to remember, I depend largely on you guys to introduce me to things, because I can only see so much. And I can't, you know, during the day, I'm working on the channel. In the evening, I try to stay off my phone, just so I can spend time with family. So I can only spend so much time having my nose in everything, you know? The Veritas. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll ask him about that, because they send me almost whatever, you know? Do I like Tucson knives? Tucson knives are hit or miss. Their quality is getting better. Their heat treat, I think their heat treats are getting better. It's just it's few and far between that I see a design that I like. Excuse me. Vosteed Mayhem has new compression lock. I messaged Vosteed about that. I feel like they send me random things they think I'll like, but I mean, like, I feel like if they had something like that, they should have sent it to me, but that's not really on them. That's on me. A lot of these companies, you know, they want you to ask for things. Because they want you to be excited about it, you know. The smock is always in storage. Yeah, I keep that thing. That thing sits on top of its own special salt pack. Yeah, the M4 smock. Do you still wear your Formex watch? Absolutely. That's like my date night watch. That's like my go to dinner watch. Ashley Murphy says it's my birthday. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let's all wish Ashley Murphy a happy birthday. That's cool. It's actually her birthday, or I believe her. Raise your swords for Ashley. There we go. Do I have anything from Buck? I do not, but I know that they make good knives. I'm not pooping on Buck. I just don't own anything from Buck. I appreciate close to 800 of you hanging out with me tonight. Sure, a lot of you are like, man, I'm hungry. I was going to go to dinner, but I skipped dinner to watch MC, so that's great. Appreciate that. No 110. I don't own a 110. The only 110 I ever owned, I gave away. Your dog died. I'm sorry to hear that. My dog, so when it storms out, I have one dog who panics and the other dog doesn't really care. Both of the dogs like to be together though. So we have an outside area for them and we have like a custom built doghouse and they stay outside and they get fresh fruit and water every day. But when it storms out, obviously when the weather's very extreme, like if it's too hot, they come inside, but they stay in a kennel. And when it storms out, what I do is I put the kennel in the garage and I crack the garage doors just so there's airflow in there. And they're usually really good. But one of my dogs, who's named Goose, decided he didn't want to be in that kennel. And he ripped the bars off. He just ripped it apart. And he injured his paw trying to get out of it. And that's a real problem because now he knows that if he works at it hard enough, he can get out of the kennel. The other dog, Lily, doesn't really care. She just doesn't want to be outside in the storm. So it's a real problem because they want to be together. One of them wants to be in the kennel during a storm. The other one doesn't. So I had to order a super reinforced dog kennel so that they're okay, you know, because I don't want one of them freaking out in the middle of the night because there's a storm. There's storms all the time. It's Kansas. But I don't want to, piss my neighbors off because my dog's freaking out. So I also don't want the dog, primarily, I don't want my other dog getting injured trying to escape. So, and I can't let him run loose in the garage because he'll destroy. I got gym equipment out there and he'll screw up, he'll chew the medicine balls and the box thing and he'll chew on the foam on the garage door. I can't do that. So. Some dogs, like it's the dog that doesn't care about storms is a lab. He doesn't care. A bolt of lightning that hits 50 yards away, he just doesn't do anything to him. The Australian Shepherd is terrified of storms. She does not like them at all. They're two very different dogs. You have a basement, a storm cellar. How does that work during a tornado? Yeah, I have a we have a large basement with a second living room downstairs and a bunch of different rooms. My office is down here. We also have a dedicated tornado shelter that's concrete everywhere. It's 6 inches of concrete all the way around, even on the ceiling. It's basically a bomb shelter. But yeah, it's very rare that we get hit by tornadoes here because the town I live in is in a valley. So storm systems don't like to develop. Like powerful storm systems usually dissipate before they hit where I live. But in the event of extreme weather, which is even in Kansas is pretty rare, most tornadoes will hit out and open. It's Kansas. We got way more open space than we do cities and towns. So, but in an extreme scenario where we're hit by a tornado that's actually that powerful to like level a house or something, yeah, we have a super fortified room for that. Yeah, a lot of places. I didn't realize until I was older that like most houses in the United States don't actually have basements. We always grew up having basements because in Kansas, people are like, well, our house might get ripped off the foundation one day, so we got to have a basement. People just like casually accept that. I think it is Mega Man. Let's see. Yeah, it's Mega Man 6. That was a weird one. I like Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 5. You got a tornado bunker as well. You need what people don't realize is it takes an absurdly powerful tornado to overcome a basement. Even an F5 tornado is more likely to just level the top. Like if you got direct hit by an F5, it's probably gonna erase the top. I mean literally erase, like throw your house into the mesosphere. But it's not likely it's going to pull the basement out or pull you out of the base. That's very extreme. It would, and most tornadoes are not F5 or they call it EF5 now, where they're that destructive. The common tornadoes are EF1 to EF3, which that's an EF3 is enough to destroy your house, but it's not going to get in the basement, right? It's people who live in trailers or just like single floor homes that are really at risk there. And even then, again, it's uncommon for them to actually come into town. Twister is man, the movie Twister, like it gives people the impression that anybody who lives in the Midwest is just a psychotic person, you know, like that tornadoes are just dropping out of the sky, just absolutely obliterating everything. It's not, I mean, we've had some crazy storms, but all the tornadoes I've ever seen have been out of town. Falling debris, yeah. That's why we saw this place and it had the concrete ceiling and everything, like solid, not block foundation, solid, 6 inches everywhere. I was like, dang, that's fortified. Let's go with that. I don't know if it'll protect against Sharknadoes. I don't know about that. The Midwest isn't psychotic. People are pretty just kind of go about their day here, at least where I live. I mean, you got crazy people everywhere. I know where Glen Elder is, and I know where Beloit is too. That's very close to me. Yeah. I'm sure he's seen some weather. Rob's Nerdy Knives, thanks for your donation. So you influenced me to the dark side to buy a Rick Henry XM18 non-flipper. It's the one I really like. You helped me make large knife purchase again, but I need a Thai texture scale for now. Yeah, you do. That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. That's the one. An earthquake would scare the crap out of me. I think that I've only ever felt the tiniest earthquake in my life, and it scared me to death. It was nothing. It was like... And I was like, oh! It just scared the crap out of me. I wouldn't know what to do in an earthquake, man. And there's people who deal with them like once a month or more frequent than that. It would just scare me to death. A hurricane would scare me to death too. But out here, you know, you kind of just get used to whatever the world throws at you, you know? The giveaway soon. I'll draw knives here soon. Probably about 6:11. Here in about 5 to 10 minutes or so. .2 magnitude. That is unbelievable. I mean, anybody would freak out. Nobody's calm in a 9.2. I can't even imagine what that feels like. You don't see a link? Open the description of the live stream. It's the first link. It says live participation required. Enter here. Hey, 2 years of the channel. Awesome. Thanks, Slushy. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, man. Like, tornadoes, like, you get a warning, and, like, you can tell, like, the sky gets weird, and the pressure in the air gets weird, and the moisture in the air gets weird. And, you know, it's pretty rare that it just drops out of nowhere, you know? And even when it does, you can see it. I mean, the biggest tornado ever, I want to say the largest tornado ever was in the 2010s, and it was like 2.5 miles wide or something like that. Most tornadoes aren't anywhere near that size, but even at 2.5 miles wide, you can still see it. An earthquake is just like everywhere, you know, or a hurricane. It's like, well, it's the size of the state. It's like, well, what do, you know? Yeah, volcano would suck. I'm glad that that's not something I deal with. A tornado, I think, on the scale of like potential natural disasters, a tornado is probably the least scary thing. I mean, anybody who deals with stuff like that on a daily basis, they're going to say whatever they deal with is the least scary thing. To a lot of people, the idea of a tornado is really scary, but I feel like a tornado is the least scary thing. Yeah, you got rain wrap tornado. The rain wrap tornadoes are a huge problem. You really can't see those. That's a good point. Tornado versus hurricane. A hurricane doesn't blow as hard, but it's everywhere and it's much longer lasting. A tornado spins way faster, like especially on the higher end of the scale. Was the highest wind speed measured in a tornado was like 318 miles an hour or something like that. That turns anything into powder. But it's concentrated, right? So you're talking about AOE versus single target DPS. Single target DPS, a tornado wins. AOE or area of effect, hurricane. A hurricane's going to do much more large scale damage. A tornado's just going to obliterate whatever it's running into, especially if it's a bigger one. That's how it works. People laughing. Am I wrong? That's exactly what it is. Tornado single target DPS. What's this? Oh, it's Double Dragon 2. Yeah. Double Dragon 2. Man, that art, the box art is so good. Apparently the girl only likes the guy in the red shirt. That's weird because the blue guy's main character. Look at the box art. She's like, I'm going with player 2. And player 1 is just along for the ride. Okay. Let's get these knives out and get to drawing. But, of course, we have to do the tradition, the stream tradition, bathroom break, where you guys sit here awkwardly in silence. I had a full monster before I started the stream, which is, I usually do that. Tonight I'm not having as many Gatorades because I have to leave. So I'm trying to be, you got to be responsible. Okay, if you have not entered yet, I'm going to leave this right here. Okay, if you don't know what's going on, you have to do this step. You can't just be in chat. You can't just sit there and be like, I'll just ignore the steps and still enter. It's not how it works. I mean, like, where I'm drawing the name from is a pool of comments that only exists under the video that's linked in the description. So you need to open the description and you need to click on that link. And then you need to follow the instructions for the video. Essentially, it just says leave a comment on this video. Try not to say the F word or something stupid like that, because YouTube will filter it. It's not me filter, it's YouTube that filters it. So just say something like, just say potato or whatever you want, right? Donkey beard, it doesn't matter. Just type anything that's not going to be censored and you'll be fine. But you need to do that in order to be entered. I'll be right back. Let's put a knife out there. That's not the knife I'm giving away. It's just to look at. We're going to filter duplicate users. We're going to come down here and hit get YouTube comments. I feel like they added a bunch of different options there. I'll pull the boxes out here in a sec. Ooh, tension music. 1,132. That's great because there's 917 of you in here. So it's more than likely the person who wins is going to be out here. Let's go over here. Bless it. Okay, we're going to go to there. So the 3 knives are right here. So if your name is drawn, you'll be able to choose from one of these. This is the only 3 left. So if your name is drawn, you'll get to choose from one of these 3 boxes. I'll open it up in front of everybody, and I'll give you instructions on how to contact me to claim your prizes. Let me say this so everybody knows. Did somebody just donate a ridiculous amount of money? Hey, thank you for that donation. Wow. Turin, that's incredibly generous of you. That's really nice. Thank you very much. Numbers. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you. Really cool. A coleslaw jello. Oh my God. Double D10s. That's a horrible thing to say. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Okay. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to mention. I'll give you information on how to contact me. Oh, yeah. It takes me, don't worry, if your name is drawn and I give you information on how to contact me and you email me and you're like, why isn't he emailing me back? Trust me, you're going to get your stuff. I just mailed out all the other winners from last week. Just today, contacted them all with tracking information. Sometimes it takes me until Thursday or Friday of the next week. So don't be alarmed if it takes me a full week to get back to you. That's just how it works. That's when I make time to do that stuff. So, the first winner, are you guys ready? Take another swig here. The first winner is Brendan Hutchins. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. If I win, I'll go surprise her with the gift of my presents. Brendan Hutchins. Let's find this guy in chat. Oh, there he is right there. I saw him right away. Right away. Brendan, tell me which of these boxes. I'm going to look for you again there, bud. Tell me which of these boxes you want. We'll get it confirmed. Saw him right away. Just tell me what you want, Brendan. You can spam chat if you need to. There's lots of people typing. Take the middle, okay? This one right here. I mean, obviously, there's only one middle, so I'm going to assume this is what he wants. Here we go. So these are all pyrites. One of them is ultra premium. I know that for sure. Let's find out what we got here. Hey, we got, steel, and so this is one of the budget ones. We got OD green and steel. AR RPM 9, I think it says right there. Definitely a nice one, a great EDC knife. Very fantastic. That's all yours. That'll get tucked right back in there. There you go. Shh. Just put that guy right back in there. So all you need to do, Brandon, is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Please include, I assume this is your full name, but include your full name, your full shipping information, and the exact pyrite that you won. That just makes it easy on me when I'm going back through to see what everybody won. Just include that in the email there, and that's all you need to do. And then I'll contact you probably within a week or so. Okay. We got 2 left. We're going to pick a new winner. Guys ready? Next winner. Here we go. The next winner is Kevin T 33. Evening, everyone. Kevin T 33. We're looking for a dog. Let's find him in chat. Make yourself known in chat so we can confirm it. Where are you at? Looking for him. Looking for him. Don't be the guy that's not here. Trying really hard to focus on chat right now. There he is. Yeah! He's a knight, too. Awesome. Kevin T33, I just saw him. Kevin, left or right, dude? Yeah, everybody saw him. Kevin, left or right? You just tell me. You can spam if you need to. Yeah, I saw you, bud. Say left or right. I see you. I see you. No, we see you, Kevin. Just say left or right. I see you. He's like, here! I'm here! Left or right? There was obviously a lag in chat. There's obviously a lag. Right. Here we go. Could be the premium one. Oh, we did get a titanium one. The only magenta model. We got stonewashed and magenta titanium. And this is AR RPM 9. Whoops, my computer turned off. There we go. So we got the mid-range one. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay. Once again, let me just tuck that guy away. Hold on. Watch me drop it. Okay. Tucked away there. That guy's yours. All you need to do, Kevin, is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Please give me your full name, your full shipping information. People always forget their name. Don't forget your full name, your first and last name. I have to put that on the shipping information. Your shipping details, and then tell me the exact version that you won. That way, again, it's just easier on me. So that means, if I remember correctly, literally the very last knife, I can't believe it worked out this way. This has to be a premium knife. I'm going to tell you guys right now, if it's not, and I'm just wrong, then I'll include, we'll do a fourth one, but I'm almost certain that that's the premium one. So, congrats. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Okay. Deep breath, all 1,040 of you. Don't be shy with donations. I'm kidding. Honestly, if you're going to do that, I'd rather you join my Patreon. Remember, there's a link for Patreon in the description. Or you can become a Knight of the Round, which is also linked in the description if you want to support the channel. But if you don't, and you're like, no, screw you, dude, I just want to win free knives, then don't do anything. That's fine. You just sit there because you might win. All right. Hang on. I'm going to build the tension here. Refresh. Okay. All right. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay. Got to enter the link again. There's the link. Can you guys see it? There's the link. Filter duplicate users. Get YouTube comments. I bet there'll be a few more. Let's make sure everybody's entered. Oh. 1,206. We got a few more people entered. All right. That way it's perfectly fair. The winner of the final knife is Josiah Page. Says thank you, MC. Josiah Page is the winner. We're looking for a pink J. Josiah Page. Where are you at, Josiah? Hey, there he is. I just saw him. Josiah Page is here. All right, Josiah, just tell me which one you want, and we'll... I'm kidding. Let's open this up. Josiah is here. Watch this not be the premium one. It has to be. It's the only one I remember being in here that's not been drawn yet. Music is so good. Oh, it is. Josiah won. Woo, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo. We got the purple to blue iridescent titanium contoured with blue fat carbon and black CPM S90V. I can't believe that my favorite one was the last one. It's now possible for me to have rigged it. That's actually how it worked out. That is definitely the coolest one of the bunch. Congrats, Josiah. You got it, man. That's a sweet one. I don't think these are available actually I don't think you can actually get these unless I'm wrong, but that blue to purple is sick, man. That's such a cool. You got the titanium clip too. Very good. Okay. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name. I assume that that's it, but still put your full name in there, your full shipping information, and the exact variant that you won. What a gorgeous knife. Very cool. And then again, don't worry if it takes me a week to get back to you. That's normal. Let's just carefully fold this guy up. Matt Reiner says, how do you know when this starts? It just ended. That was the last one. But wait! But wait. Give me a sec here. Let me find it real quick. Just wait a sec. Let me make sure here. Hold the phone. No, that's not it. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Yeah, I got one more. I got one that came in late. Ladies and gentlemen. Just one. Just one that came in late for all 647 of you who held on, who held the phone. Oh, we got a special boy in here. Let me tell you, we got a special boy. We got a donation here. Hang on. A great way we can run and see the kids out for some ice cream. Hey, thank you, Rustic Reds Leather. Appreciate that. Let's do one more. Pick another winner. This will be a fun one. You guys ready? The final winner of tonight is no way. Oh man, that's so funny. I see him on every live stream. He says, "Hi, Christopher." Oh man, I see he's here every single night. Oh boy. Christopher, you want to see what you won? Buckle up, folks. Which side's it in? This side. Oh yeah. There we go. How about black titanium, the new contouring, shred gold flake with Damascus. Woo, boy. Black tie clip. There we go. That's a sweet one for sure. Look at that pattern. Oh. Christopher, that's for you, bud. That's so funny. It was Christopher. All right, how crazy. Christopher, you know the drill, I'm sure. Send me your details to metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I'm sure I don't have to repeat myself. But there's the email address just in case it was too fast. But yeah, I thought that one was super cool. So you guys haven't actually seen me unbox these yet. There were actually 2 in that bunch. Yeah, this is the extra one that I wanted to give away tonight. And I had it on reserve just in case the premium one didn't go last. And then when the premium one actually pulled last, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this one too. But this is probably one of the best looking pyrites I've ever seen. I thought that one was exceptionally cool. So he's here. Yeah, I know he's here because I saw him immediately. I saw him earlier on in chat too, but right after I drew, I saw him say, yeah, he's right there. He gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you. Very kind of you. Round of applause. All of a sudden, there's well, it says on my computer there's 1,000 people watching. There's 500 people watching right now. Oh boy, that was fun. What time is it? 6:35. We got about 5 minutes. I can hang out for a sec. This is also, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. Yeah. That was fun. So the next live stream that we do, we'll have 10 more knives, and I have to find a way to put them all in boxes. I'll have to put them all in you know what I'll do is I'll just pack up 10 priority mail boxes and put them all in those. Yeah. The flat rate box, yeah, exactly. That's what I'll do because I don't have 10 identical pouches. I should have kept all the CJRV pouches. That would have been great. I easily have 10 more. Listen, I've got enough knives here. I can do this 6 times over. We'll do 9. We'll do 9 knives. We'll do 3, 3, and 3. This is a fun way to do it. This later turd balls. Thank you for all your generosity tonight. Thank you to the people who joined Patreon. I got a bunch of notifications, new people joined. That's very kind of you. Thank you to the people who joined Knights of the Round. Oh, here, I'm going to give away some memberships too. Hang on, I'll give away 10. Here's 10 memberships from me as well. Just give me a moment here. There you go. Congrats. 10 people picking those up in chat right there. Yeah, I pay for it when I gift memberships, yeah. No, you don't have to pay for the month. Like, you get it for free for the first month, and then after the month's over, you just, if you don't want to pay additional to stay a member, you just don't do anything. It's not like gonna find your credit card and charge it. That would be real sneaky of me, right? No. You can stay a member for a month and then just be done with it. Or if you decide you're like, you know what? I am going to support this guy because he was nice enough to give it to me for free. Then you can, but you actually have to enter your information. So it can charge you a whopping $2 a month. But that's up to you. I just give these away for fun. Nice knife guy, nice knife guy, nice knife guy, nice knife guy. I can't say it fast. That'd be hilarious if YouTube did that. I know, right? Metal Complex is so generous. He gives away all these memberships and it automatically charges everyone. That would be such a freaking... But at this point, people would have figured it out, right? A lot of the people who are knights have just been, like, they just stay, you know. I figure if I give away 10 memberships and 2 people stay members, that works out, right? But I just like giving the I think there's six. I think we have 700 people who are members of this channel now, which is pretty amazing. So Google takes 30% of that. I make $2 on each member, but Google takes 30. So I make like $1.27 or something like that on every member. So at 700 members, that's pretty good. You know, I'm making pretty good money on that. But you guys are also supporting my channel, and you get the emojis and the Excalibur, or the Excalibur emojis and the badges. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm always going to do the giveaways. I mean, like that way, like, I mean, I'm always going to promote stuff, but at the same time, it's important to always do free giveaways, right? Because you should always have the option to engage and not pay anything, because you're still here, you're still watching, and I'm still making money off you watching, right? I'm still making ad revenue. So you should always have an option to do it for free. And that will always be the case. I will always do free giveaways, no matter what. You just have to handle me promoting my stuff every now and then, you know? I'm a YouTuber. I gotta do that. This is my full-time job. I gotta do that. YouTube increased their YouTube Premium dollars per month. They did. I hope they give us a cut of that. I do not pay for YouTube Premium. I'm just not. Even as a YouTuber, they make me pay for it if I want it, and I'm just like, no. I'll watch the ads. Yeah, exactly. He says if you're like a library, free to hang out and learn. Yeah, the content will always be free, right? And even the giveaways, I want to make as much free stuff as I can. It shouldn't be paywall, you know. It's there if you want to do it, and if you want to, I'll make it as cheap as possible. But outside of that, it should be free. All right, 6:41. I got to get going, guys. Hey, this was fun. Went for an hour and 20 minutes tonight. Thank you again to everybody who hung out. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the people who joined my memberships. Thanks for all the new patrons. Congratulations to the winners. Expect tons and tons and tons of new content. 14 uploads a week. Expect that. That's going to be pretty much it for tonight. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.